Another order packing export video, sending some more bits and pieces to the US. A Kanjini flail this time. There's one above me here. One of them. And some log splitting cones, which are here. So we'll get some of them looked out. Going to put them in one of these timber crates. We'll get that brought in. We'll get the bits and pieces looked out, see how we're going to pack it, and I'll show you us packing it up. Probably the second best thing that we've spent money on in this warehouse has got to be this forklift. It gets used pretty much as the pallet strapping tools gets used. One of those things you spend money on, you wonder why you're spending as much money until you've got it, and then you wonder what you've done without it. Right, I'm figuring this out as we go along, but we need to get that flail in that box. It should be easy enough. It's got lifting eyes on it. We'll put some straps on it. Probably just lift it straight in on the pallet. Then we'll work out how we're getting the log splitting cones in, I think. I'm figuring this out at the same time as you. So let's lift this, try and get it in the box. Change your plan slightly. Forks are too short to lift it on the long end. I'm going to try and lift it on this end, and I'll turn the box and put it in that way. Oh, great plans and all. There's another issue. Let me show you. So my plan was to lift it on the pallet straight into the box, as you can see. But the pallet is slightly longer than the flail and does not fit in the box. We'll cut the pallet off, try it that way. I'm going to leave this in the packaging for sending to the USA because it's pointless unwrapping it. Let me quickly show you around it. It's a Kanjini TC2. Oh, watch the roof, watch the roof. It's a Kanjini TC2 with the swinging hammers. That's how we keep all of our flails, with the swinging hammers as standard. I won't bother unwrapping it, but if you want to see more, there are a couple in here unwrapped. There's one there, there's one up there. Just let me know and I can pull one down and show you around. Right, let's try and get this in the box this time. That should be fine. Let's go. That was tighter than I expected it to be, but it's in. It's in. Well, that was a tighter fit than I expected it to be. Let me show you. But it's in. It's actually a good fit. Only thing we need to do is work out how we're getting 3 of those log splitter cones in there. Might try put a bit of timber in and the cones on the top. Hopefully we've got enough height. If not, we do have an issue. Let's try it. We've got a slight problem. Quality bit of joinery work here has made a shelf, but said shelf is only 200mm. 250mm log splitter cones won't fit in a 200mm gap. Yeah, that's a problem, and right now it's a problem we don't have a solution for. New plan. I think if we knock up some more custom joinery for this space, we should have room to get the 3 cones in next to the flail, as long as we try and somehow shelf it and protect it from getting damaged. Well, I don't ever claim to be a joiner, but I think that'll work. Built a wee shelf to separate the cones from the flail, that's under there. 3 log splitting cones in and a flail. We'll finish getting that packed up in the morning, wrap it, tape it, label it, put a bit more packaging in, and that'll be ready to go. Alright, we're back. Finishing packing up this order this morning that's going to Denver. You've seen us put together last night. A Canjini 1 metre wide flail, TC2 100 flail. There's hoses, there's a bracket actually in for it now, and there's 3 log splitting cones as well. We'll get that packed up, we'll get a bit of timber on there, we'll get a lid on the box, get it banded up, and that'll be ready to go. There we go, nearly ready. We'll print out a label, stick that on, that'll be job done. There we go. Job done. This is a blatant plug, and if you've seen any of our other videos doing exports to the United States, it's part of my brother's company. You might have seen before, you might have seen me wearing the hoodie. The attachment company in Denver, Colorado. This is going there to Andrew for stock at the moment, but if anybody happens to be watching in the US, wants to try out one of the flails, either leave me a message or give Andrew a shout. I'll show you the number in a moment. But he runs a company there. Does very similar to what we do here. They take in containers of auger torque stock, supplemented with other attachments. Very, very similar to what we do here. Quite a bit more skid steer type attachments, things like that. But the principle is exactly the same. So that's where this is going. If you want to know anything more about what we do here, what Andrew does in the US, what we do when it comes to exporting, how that works, any questions around it, how you go about doing it yourself, whatever, just send me a message or leave me a comment. I'll do my best to help you out as much as I can and as much knowledge as I have on the subject and experience that we have on it. Right, thanks again. As I say, any questions, give me a shout. Cheers! Oh, I better tell you, if you want any more information on the US company, it is attachmentco.com. You'll find all the details on there. Andrew's contact details, details for what we sell, etc, etc. Or as I say, give me a shout or give me a message. Cheers! Thank you.